Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind-the-scenes stories you won't want to miss. Morgan had a very close bond with Vince while the pair were in the Big Brother house. Big Brother's Morgan has clapped back at her former BB houseflame, Vince, after his YouTube video earlier this week. She has admitted that she is sad and PISSOFD that he has left her after the show's finale and their reunion. Fans and fellow house guests accused Vince of emotionally cheating on Kelsey after he grew too close to Morgan inside the house. The pair packed on the PDA and flirted with one another, despite Vince having a relationship outside of the house. And earlier this week, after reuniting with his girlfriend Kelsey, Vince admitted he crossed lines with his relationship with Morgan. He confessed that lines started to blur and I felt like any level of affection was normal in that alternate reality I was living in. Morgan has now spoken out about the Vince situation and reacted to the video he put out. While expressing how sad and PISSOFD she is, she gave the impression that she had not spoken with Vince. Speaking on her Twitch, she said, "If I wake up every day and sulk over the fact that Vince and I haven't spoken, then I will drown myself in feelings and confusion and make myself PISSOFD and sad. Instead, it is what it is, you know," she added. Fans rushed to comment on the video, which had been shared on Reddit. One person said, "I would guess that if Vince has any chance of reconciling with Kelsey, it's conditional on him having not contact with Morgan." Another agreed, "I think the same." While a third said, "I imagine that if he speaks to Morgan, any chance of getting back with his girlfriend would be over." And a fourth added, "Sometimes not hearing from someone is the answer. She shouldn't wait for something that might never happen. She's getting ghosted and should accept that's probably the most she will find out. Unless another house guest talks to Vince and relays the message is probably the only way she gets answers. If she's not okay with that, then she needs to speak with a therapist." Elsewhere in Vince's YouTube upload from earlier this week, he said, "And some people will say, how could you be that stupid? How could you not see it? And to that, I could only say, well, you'd be surprised. I can be that stupid, I guess. I don't know." He went on to acknowledge the damage he caused, saying, "In hindsight, can I see how that's disrespectful to having a girlfriend? Yes, 100%. And I'm sorry for that. And to be honest, that's on me, 100,000% that is on me because I'm the one who set the boundaries. I was the one who was in a relationship." Even though Big Brother 27 has only been over for a week, the post-show tension is still high, especially between Morgan and Vince, who once were housemates. What fans once believed was one of the strongest friendships and maybe even a potential showmance of the season has seemingly gone up in flames. In a fiery new social media post, Morgan didn't hold back when addressing what she describes as being completely iced out by Vince after the finale. The 25-year-old reality star said she's PISSOFD and sad over the situation, accusing Vince of ignoring her attempts to reconnect after the show's end. A sudden fallout. Although Ashley Hollis was named Big Brother 27's winner in the finale, the emotional outburst between Morgan and Vince has been the topic of constant online discussion. During the season, the two formed a close alliance that turned into one of the most entertaining dynamics in the house, full of laughs, teasing, and deep late-night talks that fans adored. But after leaving the house, things took a sharp turn. According to Morgan, Vince has been acting like I don't exist. In a candid Instagram live session this week, she opened up about her frustration. "I've reached out, I've tried to have a normal conversation. I get that everyone's decompressing after the show, but to completely ignore me after everything we went through, yeah, I'm PISSOFD and honestly just sad." Her words struck a chord with fans, many of whom had been rooting for a post-show friendship or even romance between the two. Instead, Morgan says she feels shut out and disrespected. "We were there for each other when things got tough. It hurts to go from that to being ghosted, it really does." Vince's silence speaks volumes. While Morgan has been open about her side, Vince has remained largely silent. Since the finale, the fitness trainer, who is 29 years old, has only made a few vague posts, one of which read, "Peace is better than closure," which fans quickly interpreted as a slur directed at Morgan. Another story post showed Vince hanging out with a few fellow Big Brother house guests, notably not Morgan, prompting speculation that he's intentionally keeping his distance. On Twitter, now X, one fan commented, "It's giving cold shoulder energy. You can't preach loyalty all season and then ghost your girl the moment cameras stop rolling." Others defended Vince, suggesting he might have been protecting his mental health or simply taking space after the high-stress environment of the game. Still, Morgan's emotional reaction suggests that the silence has gone beyond friendly distance. It's become a major sore spot. The finale night tension. Rumors of tension first surfaced on finale night. Backstage, Vince and Morgan hardly interacted, as multiple attendees observed. According to one eyewitness, "You could cut the tension with a knife. Morgan was trying to talk to him, but he just brushed past her." Morgan later confirmed there was awkwardness that night, though she didn't expect it to continue. "I thought maybe he was just overwhelmed, you know? We were all exhausted," she said, "but a week later and he still hasn't texted me back. That's not exhaustion, that's a choice." Fans immediately flooded the comment section of Morgan's recent posts, expressing support and calling for Vince to address the situation. "You deserve better than being iced out, girl," one fan wrote. "He owes you at least a conversation," another commented. Friendship or something more? Part of the fascination with Morgan and Vince dynamic stemmed from the chemistry they displayed on Big Brother 27. Viewers watched the duo go from early allies to near inseparables in the final weeks, comforting each other after evictions, defending one another in arguments, and sharing heartfelt moments that hinted at Morgan friendship. Though they both denied any romantic involvement inside the house, their bond was undeniable. So when Vince appeared to distance himself completely post-show, fans speculated that something more emotional may have happened between them. Maybe they had feelings and something went down after the camera stopped rolling, one Reddit user theorized. Morgan, for her part, neither confirmed nor denied the speculation, but she did admit that the connection meant more to her than she realized. "I really cared about him, maybe more than I wanted to admit in the house. So, yeah, when someone you care about just cuts you off, it stings a little deeper." Fans take sides. As the drama unfolded online, Big Brother fans were quick to choose sides. Morgan supporters praised her vulnerability and transparency, while others argued that she should handle things privately. "Morgan's just being real. It's what made us love her on the show," one TikTok user wrote. "Posting about it only makes things messier. If it's real, talk it out offline," another countered. Meanwhile, Vince's fans insisted there might be more to the story. "We don't know what's going on behind the scenes," one fan said. "He might have his reasons for stepping back." Despite the divided opinions, most agreed on one thing: the post-finale energy between the former allies is one of the most shocking Big Brother fallouts in recent seasons. Morgan's final message. Toward the end of her live, Morgan seemed to come to terms with the situation, at least for now. "At the end of the day, I can't control how someone treats me. All I can do is move forward, stay true to who I am, and remember that the real ones will always show up." She also thanked her followers for their support, saying, "You guys have been incredible. I'm still processing everything, but having this community means the world." She didn't mention Vince again, but the emotion in her voice was clear. This was a friendship that meant a lot to her, and it hurts that she didn't say anything. What's next for Morgan and Vince? Insiders say both are expected to attend upcoming Big Brother 27 reunion events in Los Angeles later this month, setting the stage for a potentially awkward encounter. Whether they'll reconcile or continue to keep their distance remains to be seen. One production source suggested, "I think once the cameras and pressure fade, maybe they'll talk it out. They were too close in the house for it to just end like this." For now, fans can only watch as two of the season's biggest personalities navigate the complicated emotions that come with life after reality TV. Morgan summed it up best. "I'm not angry, I'm just hurt. Beyond the game, I thought we had each other's back, but maybe I was wrong about that." One thing for sure, in the world of Big Brother, the drama doesn't always end when the doors close. Sometimes, that's when the real story begins.